silent assassin for more murder. This time, the motorcade interception. One of these will be the time we did it after, which was slightly better, so let's do it this time. We're still in wherever, I don't think I actually said what country we're in, just
Your
somewhere.
target is a local Khan,
Who
Abdul
knows?
Bismillah Malik. You won't have any trouble recognizing him. His picture is on posters all over the city.
And you've given me
He's
one, I
currently
hope.
trying to sell the cargo to the UN, which is here to check out the goods later today. The Khan is returning to his palace together with a contingency of UN troops. They will arrive from the east along the road. Eliminate him before he reaches his palace, but without harming any of the UN soldiers. It will be detrimental to business, 47, so
no
keep
kidding.
it clean.
Do we want to get entangled with the UN at all?
If they catch a foreigner carrying big guns around within their perimeter, so watch your move.
Carry only the small guns in. Understood. Find your contact, get the weapons, kill the local Khan, spare the UN troops, of course. But wait, so what does this have to do with the key in the map? Or unless, I guess you've dealt with that already. That's not for me to deal with. Which I'm thankful for, because honestly I didn't like the idea of going to find and pick up a bunch of warheads myself and bring them back. That sounded like a lot of responsibility. I barely got the last nuclear weapon disarmed within the time limit, if you may recall. So our target, a local Khan, is you. This is the limo that they said they would be arriving in this limo. I'll have to listen to this again. And let's have a look at the map of the area. Is it the same map as before? Yeah, because this is the bazaar. So it's just the other part of town, basically. So I'm assuming this, the little insignia, Hitman insignia here is where our contact is. But mercifully, this is we can take this opponent out from afar, it would seem. By which I mean to say there's nothing we need to retrieve from their corpse, so we can just shoot them and go, basically. And we probably don't actually even necessarily have to get the weapons from the contact, although it is marked as an objective. Let's get in there and see. The motorcade interception. Oh, and there's no opening cutscene, marvelously, so let me just have another look at the briefing.
He's currently trying to sell the cargo to the UN, which is here to check out the goods later today.
The cargo. Is this the same cargo we're trying to steal? In which case the map of the coordinates no longer matters.
It will be detrimental to business, 47, so keep it clean. The villagers are a bit edgy.
No kidding.
If they catch a foreigner carrying big guns,
it's like the biggest understatement of the year. Alright, this sounds like it should be reasonably straightforward. Now, they said they would give me guns. Or, well, just weapons. So I suppose a silent sniper would be like a very useful kind of thing in this kind of map. If they're going to appear from this road and head to... Is this the palace aforementioned, or is it over to the left here? Regardless, sure enough, there's a VIP mentioned here, which will be our contact. And so I'm kind of guessing they're going to give us some kind of long, like, sniper rifle or something, as there are a bunch of staircases and ways to up top of buildings from here. But for the moment, let me just start by... Well, I may as well head over there and see what they give me. But I probably won't use it for the time being, and I'll just want to head to the road and see where it is they drive, because I assume it's like before, where the cars are basically armored. Oh yeah, that is they. I assume it's like before, where the cars are essentially armored, you cannot shoot through them, so you have to wait for them to get out, at which point I would like to know when and where they get out, and that would be useful information. Howdy! Hi!
I am very honored.
Oh, likewise!
It is very powerful. Take care nobody sees it. It's very dangerous.
Got it. No, guns are very dangerous, I agree.
Maybe you can stop him. Maybe before they get in east. May Allah help and protect you, Mr. 47.
Very kind, thanks.
Thank you. Better get out of the way. This will get messy.
Well, ideally it won't, but it might. Oh yeah, no, yeah, this is... I don't think I will use that. Thanks, but very, very, very generous of you to offer. I do love that the ICA just has, like, people everywhere. It's so cool that it's like... It's basically like an underground spy agency that is so overground that it actually has people everywhere. There's nowhere you could go on Earth that the ICA probably doesn't have a contact in there, a bit of surveillance, probably some weapons stored somewhere. From that perspective, it makes it a very, very interesting area. So I guess that what they're telling me is if I were to fire at the car, motorcade is approaching the city with such a high caliber gun as that one, it would probably just destroy it immediately, and that would be, in theory, a fair bit easier than waiting till they get into the city and taking him out then. Although I'm, at the moment, rather curious. I'm sure no one will mind me just standing on top of this thing here. So he'll be in the limo. Where do they... Oh my god, you're gonna run this... Oh, they're fine. It's fine. They're fine. That's cars don't hurt people. Why would that be a thing? So they pull up all the way as far as... A vroom vroom. Mission failed. Oh, that was that. Okay, they go by. Okay, sorry, their palace is elsewhere. I was thinking that was this over here. This may be the mission that was, like, censored. I was kind of holding back on talking about it before, because I from what I heard, it was... Well, I mean, if it was controversial enough to get censored, it was probably pretty grisly, but I had heard there was a mission in this game where at least one of the routes to taking out the target was to attack them in a place of worship, which I saw people praying in there. I don't know if this is a building designed for that. So maybe the initial mission was this one. You had that your target go into this place and you killed them while they were praying, which is, I understand why you would want that censored, I guess. I'm against the censorship of art of all forms, but I'm also against the being needlessly hurtful, and I think this mission is just as cool, if I'm correct that this is in fact the one that got censored. I could be totally wrong. It could be there's an entire mission that was cut, that was different. Nevertheless, so if I don't doubt my little handguns are gonna crack it, really. Getting through the limo. So I will go grab the gun from our contact, and I will snag it, and then I'll head out into the desert somewhere. Oh, wait, this gate doesn't open, does it, for me? Sure doesn't. There must be some way that it does, though, right? Nevertheless, I suppose a sensible thing to do would be I could, like, climb up to the side of this building here, and then I'd be right beside my exit point, and I just blast it from way far away. That's maybe the idea. But, oh, okay, now I see what Diana was saying about carrying big guns around. I thought that was obvious, but what she's saying is, you're going to want to carry this gun around the town, but not be seen. Because where the contact is going to give it to you is not where you're going to want to shoot from, because that's way far away, and you'll never make it from there. So thank you for this. I'll be very careful with this, I promise. And now I just have to be very sneaky with it and get it somewhere where where it will be easier to shoot from. I have no idea where that would be at present, though. I mean, there are vantage points all around, but I guess it's like as stealthy as you're capable of being with it. Oh, okay, so not like that. Be as stealthy as you can be with it to get it somewhere close by. Okay, so let me brute force this and give this a few tries to find out what the closest I dare get it to my exit and the target is. So ideally would be like up here. We've got a reasonably clear view of the road for a stretch here, but we could see it going all the way along here. So it would give us several chances to make the shot, although I guess we'd probably be seen from up here. And then we could just book it down there to that exit. Okay, the motorcade's already approaching, but so I guess I'll just try with the bars from here, but it seemed like you needed it wouldn't work with any old gun. You probably need a high caliber one. But, like, I'll try. I think these bullets are meant to be hitting this here. Okay, yeah. So they would, the thing is, they can see me from here, so I probably want to be a little sneakier about it by, like, hiding here or something. But I think that's the idea, and then I would pop... Oh, that's too far of a fall. I'm getting a picture of what this mission's going to turn out like, though. But I should probably grab this gun and get it to... At least, even if it's not the vantage I'm planning to use in the end, I should get it to at least a vantage point to get a sense of how easy it is to hit the car from that far away with this gun. Ah, my mistake. I only just looked at, again, it's a Sikh temple that was the original one that got censored, so that wouldn't be around here. So I was incorrect about my guess there. Sikh, is that how you pronounce that? Sikh? I think so. Nevertheless, it wouldn't be around here. So it weren't somewhere around here that got censored. We're still yet to get to that bit. Oh, it actually does have a scope on it, this thing here. I thought it was like a machine gun, but it's clearly a sniper of some kind now that I'm holding it. Quick question, is it silenced? It sure isn't. So if we are going to use this thing, we're going to want to use it and then get out right quickety-quick. But, so I'm not seeing any other exclamation marks in this map, which makes it kind of seem like there won't be any other alternate ways to do this. Actually... I'm curious though, when the car comes rolling through, was it that I was missing horribly with my handguns, or do they just not work at all on this? It's curious, I'm not raising any alert by running around where I am now. Although I thought I was last time. Maybe that area was slightly more restricted, so the guards are a little jumpier. Let me just try, as they blow through here, just absolutely riddling the car with my handguns. Because in theory, that may be a stealthier... Well, I guess the UN troops will see that, but... It may be sneakier to do that, because it's silenced. Of course, it means I need to be much closer. But let's just see if it works. But this is quite interesting, a sniper mission where the target is on the move and you just need to blast the heck out of them as they get nearby and then leg it. And it's an unsilenced sniper, so you're guaranteeing that you're going to cause trouble, basically, if you use it. It seems like they're taking a much longer time to show up this time. Last time, it said the motorcade was approaching as I, got to the top of this building here. Which, by the way, is interesting that they don't seem to care about me running up on top of the building. Important though it looks. As long as they don't see me with a gun. They're like, well, as long as you're just going up there to sightsee, that's fine. Oh, ouch. Okay. Guards are alerted. Wait, because they just saw me jump down from there, or what? Motorcade's approaching the city anyway. Right, okay, so I do take some fall damage if I do it that way, but that won't kill me if I am in decent health before that, but it's starting to look like just right from on top of that building is not really the best vantage point, as it's very easy to see me from there. And it's somewhat far away from where this, from this entrance here. Motorcade has reached the gates, so out of curiosity, that's not what I wanted. Out of curiosity, is it possible to just shoot the absolute heckins out of it with this? Oh, there are actual, like, people in there. So the person I'm trying to hit is a person in there. Interesting. I thought it was like it was in the first game where like the windows were like too smoky to see through, and so you were just supposed to shoot somewhere on the car. But there is actually a person in there that you're gonna have to hit. So doing it with the handguns, I even failed to do it from that distance. So the sniper is definitely a kind of a must-have here. I think I'm gonna try and find a roof nearby for that. A roof nearby to the point where the person actually gives it to you. It's going to be a pretty far shot either way, probably, so no use in making it harder on ourselves. Granted, depending on how expeditious an escape you make after, you can still get a silent assassin rating after having one alert, so even if I fire this gun and everyone knows, silent assassin, it doesn't discount us from silent assassin at the very least. So the nearest by staircase would be up here, and it looks like that would be maybe a little bit secluded as well. So there is a guard who patrols there. I'm just going to watch their route for a little bit. The motorcade may go by in that case, but just so I have a good sense of it for next time. When do they turn around? And are there any guards this way? It almost looks like this area around here is going to be pretty unguarded. You'd assume they'd pick an area to give you a massive sniper rifle that would be reasonably unguarded. Alright, they're not going to see. Ooh, wait, they might see. Hang on. But now they won't see this. So if anyone else is around, they'll see, but we hope there aren't. So I don't know when the motorcade's coming through. This is not an ideal way to get at them. I think because they drive through the main road here, right? So this doesn't really give me a clean shot on that. So bad choice, this one. That main one right there, with the ladder and everything, looks pretty good, but it looks like it'd also be hard to reach. Let's give it a go. That guard's gone like all the way around the corner, so we should be good on that front. Oh, maybe we'll go back this way. Guard over there might not see me if I'm... Oh no, okay, they saw that really quickly. Okay, so not that way, we need to wait for a sight line somewhere else. But without them on the map, it's really hard for me to get a strong sense of the timings of everyone's routes and everything. But it seems like this ladder here is the ideal. So just to verify for me quickly, you get up there just by... Right here, there's a ladder or something? Ladder's there. Oh, okay, it doesn't show this plank on the map, but you have to walk up these stairs first. You cross it like this. This is a pretty public-facing route, though, so it'd be kind of tough. In theory, if you ditch the gun after firing it from up here... Oh yeah, this is like the ideal place to take the shot. And if you ditch the gun up here after firing, then presumably you could walk down and no one would have to know it was you. I swear the motorcade takes a slightly random amount of time to approach. It's going to be tricky to get it up here. That's definitely the hard part. Taking the shot will probably be much easier. But exfil should be reasonably easy. Just since I'm here. Let's give it another try with the handguns. I suppose we won't be driving, will we? We'll be on the back. Yeah, totally messed that up. Alright, so let's try and get the sniper to that staircase. I'll give it a few goes. 25 shots. Let us pray that that's enough for even my horrible aim. I suppose there's some sense that maybe anesthetizing one of these guards would be worthwhile just to get them out, their sightline out of my way. So this guard will come around in a minute, just that they would see me if I was standing there. They eventually go past that building in the edge there. Sorry, I just smacked my monitor by accident, trying to gesture to it, as though that would help you see it at all. Oh, and right, sorry, my face would be there. So right where that person just walked out of, they go around that corner and seem to stay there for a while. Oh my god, what am I doing? This person can see me. Don't look this way, please. Thank you. Sorry, spacing super hard there. It's weird, this is a pretty straightforward mission in theory, but for some reason it's like sending my brain into 10,000% mode. Alright, so gotta remember, after that guard comes up, a civilian walks right past them after, so I gotta wait for the guard and civilian to go by, and then I should be able to run. So first of all, a civilian comes out from behind that corner, right over there. Never mind, not this time, they don't. This guard comes walking up this way. Okay, there's the civilian. But then, right at the precise moment that I would think it were safe to go, another civilian comes out from the side there, so I'll wait for them to pass as well. Though I don't know where they're heading, so maybe... Actually, let me pop out. It was right when you went past that I went, oh, okay, I'm safe to turn this corner now, and then there was smacked dab into another civilian. So, you should be coming around that corner, like, now-ish. It's like the second I go over there to check, they're gonna be there. Well, let me drop the gun and then go over there to check. What am I doing? Oh, there's a guard. So what happened to that other civilian who walked by here? Damn, so that was actually a perfect opportunity to do this. Oh, this is the civilian. So the civilian routes are a little random? Oh, is it just one civilian walking in a loop around this whole thing? I'm not sure. Anyway, after you two go by now, I'll give it a try at it, but I reckon I'm probably wasting my time and the motorcade's gonna come by. But it seems like the motorcade waits for you to be on top of something to show up or something like that. It's something weird. But the way it chooses to show up or not show up. This guard is circling around the block, and that civilian's going back there, so I'll hide till you're past. Oh yeah, you do kick up dust as you run. That's super cool. It's the little things. At some point, so long as I'm not running to draw audio attention... Oh, never mind, you're going to turn there. I was going to say I could just start walking even though you're still in reasonably close eyesight. Okay. Oh, God. It's a little tricky with the civilians being ostensibly random, their cycles somewhat. If the path is a bit random and I can't check my map to see where they are, I don't actually know how I'm meant to know if they're coming around a corner. Because you don't always have enough time to chicken out of turning a corner once you see someone, because sometimes you turn a corner and they are turning the far corner. So you wouldn't have been able to check this corner to see if they were turning the corner as you turn the corner. And then corner, everyone sees you, it's bad. So what happened just the previous attempt was a civilian did not come from the far away there. But a guard did come from our side of the street, crossed, and then a civilian also didn't come from behind us. So that would have been a perfect time to run had I not been expecting the second civilian from over there. So this time I will just assume that it will work the same way for the sake of simplicity, and once I see the guard cross the street, I will book it to the point. So there goes the guard crossing the street. The first civilian maybe comes around that corner after or something. Wait, no, now it seems like there's no one. So I should be able to go here. And duck to the stairs here. Oh, okay, this is working. This is working. Working is in progress. Don't see this, don't see this, don't see this, don't see this. Ah! They see so good! What was I supposed to do about you? Huh. That guard's firing at the ground. I guess I could have hid on the stairs for a minute. I was just nervous because I didn't know it was at my back. I'm thinking when I get up to the sniping point, I want to drop the gun on the ground so that I don't have to stand there holding it all conspicuous like the whole time. Only pick it up when I'm actually going to use it. Although I do worry about 47's fingerprints getting on it, but maybe he doesn't have any. Maybe he's like burned them off, or he genetically didn't have any in the first place or something, via science. But it seems like it is possible to run to that staircase after the first guard shows up over here. I could have sworn that the first few times we looked at it, right after that guard, a civilian came peeling around the corner, but maybe I was wrong. Or maybe I interrupted them somehow on the first time I did this. Right, so last time, the person who saw us was that guard there, so maybe I can hang out here with the gun for a bit to wait till you don't have a sight line onto where I'm about to run. You're gonna have a sight line to there for a while, I guess, but I don't know, maybe no one will come around here in that time. May as well see this plan out. I'm sort of assuming you're gonna follow the path to your left and keep going around the building, in which case no one will be looking at me. But I assume there's some guard, like, around this back road here or something. Oh, like the civilian here! It's fine, they're not looking. Please don't turn, please don't turn, please don't turn, please don't turn. Yeah, I'm just about out of eyesight of you. Next time you look away, I'll go. Okay. So I should be able to do this without anyone seeing now. Get right up to the top of here, and then I can just drop the gun on the ground. Not worry about it. Nope, I wasn't even out of the animation. And who saw me? Was it really that one? No, it was... Okay, I couldn't tell you who it was. Aside from that, that seemed to work all right up until the ladder portion, so next time I'll do that same thing, but I'll stop on the ladder just before I get to the top to figure out who found me. How much anesthetic do I have now, by the way? It is the full, it's 15 actually at this point, which is pretty damn good. So in theory, I could go around being super high chaos and just taking out any problem guards, if I were so desirous. But I'm not convinced I know if there are problem guards yet, and if so, who they are. Ah, that civilian. Okay, so that civilian, I'm now convinced they are a little random. Oh, those saw me. Oh, okay, yeah. The civilians' guards are, the civilians' routes are definitely at least a little random, which is gonna throw a wrench in things a few times, but it seems like you can reasonably consistently, if not 100% of the time, get to the stairs the way I'm doing. And those two civilians who walked past the stairs at that point didn't seem to notice. They don't turn in a way that would help them notice. Glad to see 47's enjoying the music. Oh, the civilian wasn't there before. It's quite interesting. I do feel like I'm missing something rather large in this mission with respect to, if I don't have the civilians on map, they're suggesting that I use this big, colossal sniper that is impossible to conceal, and I have to go a fair distance from where I get it to have an optimal vantage. And that basically suggests to me that I have to employ stealth and not social stealth, because there's no amount of social stealth that would really hide this gun. I have to just not be seen with it. But then you have people walking around who can see you, and who are not marked on the map and have random paths, so cannot be memorized, cannot be tracked, and that tells me that I'm missing something. Not that, of course, you couldn't still take the shot while there was an alert raised, but considering the game likes to consistently give you a way to do it almost in perfect stealth, it seems surprising. Although the cars driving through didn't kill the guards, so maybe it won't kill us either, and I can just stand on the road and get close to them to shoot them that way? Ah, bugger, there was a civilian there. Actually, I'm quite curious now. Let me try that. And am I right that if I run up to this roof, it spawns the motorcade earlier? Maybe not. Oh no, sure it does. It spawned in like... That was super fast. So let me just get on the road, like right beside the road here, in a way that I hopefully wouldn't be seen, even if I drew arms, except by the UN. Oh, you would see. Anyway, hey partner, sorry about it, bang! Okay, the car can kill you. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually somehow didn't manage to get the target with that, so I think maybe this gun isn't high enough caliber to break through that. Because those bullets were definitely like perfectly placed to have hit the target otherwise. It's quite interesting though that these cars cannot kill these guards, whereas we had a problem earlier in the Hidden Valley where the truck would repeatedly kill the guards. Why would they give some of the vehicles in the game capacity to hurt NPCs and not others? I wonder. Right, so sniper it is, but maybe I'm looking at this vantage point and putting too much stock into it, and it actually is smarter to just hide by a wall somewhere and shoot them as they go by. Because the UN people didn't actually seem to be too sharp with noticing threats. It's more just that you have to try to not shoot them. That's the challenge of it. Because there's no way I'm getting through there with those guards just standing there. So I have to go to the right, it seems. Why would they even... Actually, there's this staircase over here. Does it give me some view of... I'm not sure. Let's find out, because maybe I'm overcomplicating it, and the nearest by roof is actually the best one. I suppose they will end up on this road here by the end, so that gives me a minute to shoot. It's just very, very quick timing then. Whereas if I'm on that roof over there, I've got like the full breadth of their trip to make the shot. So I probably will only need 2 or 3 by the end, especially if they're driving head on at me. But if they're driving from the side here, it's going to be a pretty quick shot to make and pretty tough for me. But in theory, yeah, I could totally snipe from just like leaning over here, right? Just like this. Let's give that a go a few times. Hang on, maybe each of these little rooftops is considered a designated like sniping point. And if you... Oh god, it had to tumble down there, didn't it? If you actually walk into the sniping point, you'll spawn the motorcade earlier on. Because, like, I'm waiting... This is taking too damn long. I'm so impatient. Well, but, sorry, more importantly than my impatience, I was making a joke, but if they spawn at a random time, then the guards will be in a random position when the motorcade arrives, which could spell disaster for me. So maybe it makes sense to, like, run to the top of that building over there, just to spawn them and then run back, or do I have enough time? Well, let's give it a go. No harm in finding out. Only thing I got to burn is time. Trying to figure out if I can save time. So I'll just get as far as this ladder and then climb right back down. Because I'm pretty sure that's spawned it now, and in a few seconds it'll say they're here. There it is. I don't think I'll have enough time to get back to my gun, but I will try. Oh no, I surely will, because I'm going to hit them at like the end of their journey when they've already gotten all as far as here, so there's time to do that. They've reached the gates. They're like nearly here. So I'll just train my crosshair here and see if I can manage it. I'm never gonna hit it from here. Oh, there had to be a civilian walking by at this precise moment. Well, sorry about it, friend. You're about to witness something horrifying. I missed. Let me just try that a few times, though. I seem to eliminate most of the randomness of the civilian routes from my plan this way, because I don't actually have to take the gun that far. Thank you. Oh my god, you have excellent peripheral vision. Oh no, it's probably the one coming around the corner, saw. It occurs to me, I probably don't actually have enough to go as far as the temple. It spawned the motorcade when I went on top of the building in the middle as well, didn't it? That one with the ladder. This wall is like directly here to help you hide the gun as you climb up, but didn't work so well for me that one time. Oh yes, I can have him. He holds it much more steady if I'm crouching. Right. So I'm probably gonna miss it again this time, but if I can find some landmark on the wall, like if I know that this little dark spot here is near where the target's gonna be, that'll help me next time. Incidentally, that dark spot isn't so bad. It was a sort of a split-second thing, but now that I think about it, the side windows actually were shaded in, weren't they? It's only the front one that's easy to see, so maybe you can't actually shoot through the back ones, and you do have to shoot it from the front. I'll give it a few more tries, though. I jumped off the wrong ledge. I was trying to do that, thanks. I just can't even tell. I know there is like a bullet travel time in this game. I can't tell if my bullet isn't getting there fast enough, or if it's just hitting the window and bouncing off because it's one of the smokier windows. Maybe I will give it a few more tries at getting it to the top of the central building. Hang on a minute. Does this route go around to that staircase? Yes. Okay, they probably want you to go around this back way. This feels much stealthier, actually. I thought there was a wall back here, but with my map, I should have known that wasn't true. This way you end up walking behind a guard, which is more convenient. Though I suppose I haven't ever tried getting an outfit to see if that would help at all. She said something about they'd probably be jumpy seeing a foreigner carrying around a big gun. I think they'd be jumping seeing anyone carrying this, probably. But I also think that even with one of their outfits, I don't pass as not a foreigner. Oh my god, you scared me. Maybe my imagination, but I think these guards have better peripheral vision than some of the others. Like they have a wider cone. So when they look left and right, the other guards, that would be like, it stops around here, whereas for them it stops like here. Oh, I suppose I could also get round up the stairs and then like just drop down over here if that's easier. I'm not sure if it is yet. So as you come around this corner, maybe I could follow you. If I just keep following you around this path you're taking, and provided no civilians come and wreck everything, you will eventually walk past the stairs, basically, to the place I'm trying to get. And that's maybe easier than the route I was taking before. Well, it's taking much longer than the other route, I suppose. And I suppose the problem started once we got up there as well, so this length of time may not be worth it. Actually, let me just, in this case, let me just see if your outfit helps me at all. Oh, you looked at me. I kind of thought since I was allowed here, my footsteps wouldn't alarm you. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it! Let me try an outfit just to be sure that doesn't work. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. No, they did always look at me when I made noise. Fair enough. So glad they don't see this. Nope, they saw it. I'm being so impatient. Just find a spot where someone's gonna be and stealth it. Back here. No one. We know that a guard eventually comes back here alone. Simply sneak them here. Because I believe I was told at some point that the sniper in the third episode looked enough like an AK from afar that I could have been dressed as a guard with the sniper and they wouldn't have seen me from at least a fair distance. So it may be the same kind of situation where if I'm walking with that sniper, it looks enough like an AK from afar that no one will think I'm weird looking. Thank you for getting out of the way now and not showing up when I... Oh, you didn't have to push me out into the street, though. That was a little rude. Whoa, you're gonna turn around? Oh, how exciting for me! This just makes my life full of thrills right now. Wait, why are you keep doing this? Please! Please just go somewhere! Okay, I hope that civilian goes a little farther this time before turning around. But we should have a lot of alone time here. Not in a creepy way. In an assassin-y way. For me to get behind you and yoink your clothes. I'm a little farther away than I would have wanted to be. Because that civilian's escapades really put a wrench in things. But I should still be able to get you before anyone knows. And at least proof of concept this whole thing. Please, no one see this from around the corner. Good. Okay. And best place to hide you would be... I have no idea where. I think people walk around all over here. If they're going to walk here. May as well just put you in a corner. Oh, I'm not even allowed to close? No, I am. Okay, good. So we'll see how immediately... I assume it'll be a suspicion bar if I get near a guard, but we'll see how immediately it is. Like, because it could also be that if they see me walking around like this, even from afar, they'll know it's nonsense. Okay, no, they don't see it from afar. That's a good sign. So if I now go the right way that I actually mean to go and go get the weapon. I found an unconscious person. Okay, that happened really, really fast. Right, I could have hit them behind here, I suppose. Guard found M195 rifle. What? I didn't even take it from the person at this point. What do you mean, Hitman 2 Silent Assassin? Why would the guard have any motivation to... What would be the point in... Why are you here? Why did this happen? That's never happened before. Don't change it now. It's been an hour. I only just started to get used to how some of this worked. I'm also not sure what was building my suspicion as I was standing around this corner suspiciously. I say that jokingly, but I don't actually know what it was, because normally walking around these people doesn't alert them at all, for somehow. In this mission, at least. I'm starting to think that what would be really cool is if this game, and obviously this was, you know, before that, and also not really a feature that they would have been worth spending time implementing at this point in the franchise's life, but it would be kind of cool if the game had a Phantom Hourglass style map that you could like draw on to mark guard routes and stuff, particularly for professional mode where you don't get to see any of the people marked, save your target and VIPs. Although the UN people were not marked as they drove by. So if you can hide you behind that building, no one should find you anytime soon. I doubt even the civilians walk around there. I'm not 100% confident in my ability to do so, though. But I want to let you draw a little closer so I don't have to drag you as far. Got an outfit seemingly without incident. Let's see about getting our M195. I'm walking here because I think running alerted them pretty quick. Hi, can I have my gun, please?
Marhaba.
Thank you. You can have this one. I'm not using it anymore. Time to find out if this passes for an AK from afar. Interesting, some of these guards have a slightly more hurried walking style. And they don't like casually look left and right and everything. Okay. Civilian didn't seem to notice anything. I'm pretty sure they looked right at me. Motorcade has entered the region, which has told me 3 times for some reason. I don't think I've ever heard that message before. It doesn't usually say they got near or something like that. And then it says they got near the gates. Okay, so this does pass as an AK from afar. So it's basically until I start shooting that I'm probably going to be in decent stealth here. Good to know. The question is, do I want to try and take a shot at them from before they're in the village, or do I want to let them draw, like, real close? Now, yeah, approaching the city, that's what I thought it said. I've never heard it say entered the region before or whatever. Neat. I would not have expected this guard outfit would work anywhere close to how it is right now. But it's clearly the way, because it was a cinch getting it up here. Getting the gun up here with that outfit, I mean... Right, so, oh boy. Okay, no, the side windows aren't smoky. It was my imagination. Oh, I hit the driver, did I? Shit! That wasn't good. Damn these shaky hands of mine. And my, not very high-tech mouse. It'll serve us well enough for this. That didn't seem like it was going to be too hard. Once or twice I'll get that. And the bullet traveled pretty damn fast, so it's not like I have to account for where they're going to be in a minute. No Coriolis effect need be accounted for, I think. Coriolis effect? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Anyway, you know what I mean. Jokes and stuff. Funny. Hi! Oh, I don't like that they do that. It's like if I'm standing in the same place, they just walk back and forth just to mess with me. Ooh. Another good question is, if I don't have a gun, i.e. I dropped the sniper on the roof, will that be considered very suspicious? Also, props to that limousine driver for having the... I don't know, in their dying moments, the clarity of mind to stop the car on a dime. Anyway, point being, if I'm up there and I take the shot and then drop the gun because I don't want to be seen walking around with a sniper rifle at that point, will that cause trouble for us later as I try to make my escape? Oh, this civilian is just toying with me, I swear. Is this funny to you? Ruining my line of work? Stop turning around! What's with you? Oh my god, this civilian. It's gonna drive me out the wall. Pick a direction! They're like, oh, I forgot my keys. Ah, wait, never mind, I don't need them. I'm not going too far. If that civilian comes back around at this moment, I'm gonna be so miffed at them. Oh, you dumpus, you've got some real nerve, you. And you! Can a man hide an unconscious body in peace, or is that so much to ask? Hang on, I may be being really dense. Let me look for a better guard to snatch. Perhaps even a spare outfit lying around there might be. You look like you're going nowhere. I mean, not in life. Just presently. Oh, but those guards probably walk around here. Well, I can hide you on the stairs. Who's gonna... Oh, you turn around then. Useful. Good, big if true. Hang on, let me give this a try. No one will see this, right? Not the clothes, not now. Yeah, I don't really know who patrols around this area, but let's hope they won't find you if I took you on the stairs. Actually, I may as well, since I gave you the full anesthetic, we've got 5 minutes, I may as well hide you a little higher, a little more secluded this way, and hope that I don't accidentally drop you off the thing. There we go, that'll do. Oh, because there is a guard that walks around there, so that was probably worth doing. I'm not suspicious, I have a gun. Statements that are not usually said together. Oh, they actually don't build suspicion on me too quickly also, which is nice. Hang on, was running actually a problem? Yeah, running's a problem, okay. But not a huge one, so if you're not like in direct eyesight, you can run, it's alright. Oh! Except for sometimes. Okay, I'm actually not sure why it was more of a problem then. Excuse me, pardon me? Oh wait, hang on, is everything in here? No, it's not openable. On reconsideration, you here may be the best guard to snatch. It depends on if your friend behind you is about to turn or not. It looks like an or not. Nah. First, the guard I just snagged previously was better anyway. They'll route the line more easily and it's much more chill to get them. So it's this guard. No, it's not this one. Or is it this one? It's either you or you. I think it's you. You come up here and then turn around to go back. And at that point, there's no one looking and I can just stand here and grab you, pull you over to that staircase. And even the one who comes around shouldn't see then. Oh, by the way, do you guys know what this anesthetic is? Yes, okay, good. Just making sure. Not everyone does. Most of the guards have enough knowledge of what is a weapon and what isn't. They don't mind me sneaking also, so I can preemptively sneak. And just hang around them, I guess. Probably 4 is enough, actually, just to give myself a little extra time to drag the body here. Because at some point a guard comes around this corner. And we would prefer to have this person hidden by then. It's weird that the ragdoll physics are kind of... I seem to recall Hitman being considered one of the first games to like really properly use ragdoll physics in this kind of way, and I would have thought that would mean they seemed kind of primitive, but in some ways they feel kind of more advanced than some of the ones we have today. The way he actually like drags them around corners, and they feel like they have appropriate weight to them. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there's a sense of realism I get from them that I don't always get from ragdolls in modern day. Maybe it's a bit weird to say, but... Yeah, I'm regretting that now. I should have given them the full 5. We had plenty of time to hide them around the corner. Oh, never mind. You built suspicion on me so much faster than the rest of this place. Maybe I just didn't get that close to another guard, and I thought I had. The distance is reasonably great that they... You have to get pretty close with them to build suspicion. I guess that's just it, and I just didn't take note of that before. So probably to avoid suspicion... Once I've got the sniper, I want to be at least as far away at least far enough away that they wouldn't normally gain suspicion on me. I imagine that I don't know how far you have to be away for the sniper to look normal, but I imagine if you're close enough that they would normally see you're not right, and with the sniper they will especially notice it then. But also considering this gun is like twice the size of the AK we were carrying around, I am pretty surprised that this fools anyone even from a distance. But to test the limits of that distance, it seems. Even from that, I mean, I got pretty close to that person and they didn't notice, so maybe they don't notice at all or care. It's like a full... Wait, guards are alerted to the looking for suspicious soldier. Oh, sorry, the other one woke up. Okay, got it. Checking my notes here. Since I gave them 4 doses, they were at 2. They had 200 seconds, which just elapsed at that point. And I would have had 300 seconds had I given them the full 5, so that would have been a whole 100 seconds more, which probably would have been just enough. So the full 5 seems warranted here. It's not far from here that you turn around. They could not have looked more skeptical of me if they tried then. That was so funny. They were just like, I got my eye on you, alright? The way they turned around and just kept looking at me as they did. Oh man, that was funny. But like, look at the way it like takes the corner and actually kind of like takes a bit for him to drag it around. It's also in the animation, I suppose, not just the procedural ragdoll animation, but I feel like I've seen body dragging animations in newer games that look worse by a fair margin. Also, to mitigate time concerns, I will put a little bit of a hustle on, since it doesn't seem... Oh, okay, no. Everyone else just... Okay, I thought it was that since there were a lot of guards over in that one area, running seemed more suspicious to them. Like, since they were all together, they're like... they had like a group intelligence that like told them together that it was not right. But it was actually that I was incredibly lucky that other time and just no one saw me. Sprinting immediately alerts them. Good to know. Do not sprint at all. We're gonna have the extra 100 seconds. It shouldn't be all that bad. Do you like my dancing? For my dancing, will you turn a blind eye, please? Oh, your poor face. I'm just dragging it up this entire flight of stairs. I'm so sorry. Please get the clothes, 47. 47, the clothes! Okay, thank you. Indeed. What could that mysterious fellow be doing mysteriously, walking around and such? Probably doesn't matter. He's probably just a funny little lad. He's probably not here to kill someone. Alright, I've done that stupidly. I could have just waited for them to go, and then I could have just walked along the wall. It would have been easier than trying to stay in front of them that whole time. But fair enough. I did it. We're here now. Let's deal with the circumstances as they are, not as they should be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. If you're taking the guard out from that corner, you have a lot of time. Most of this, there's nothing really difficult you need to do in this mission, the way we have organized it now. Well, I say that not having ever tried to do the escape after we take the shot. Maybe that'll be quite difficult. But provided I don't shoot the driver by accident again, should have a pretty clear shot at this time, in the most literal sense. At which point I will try dropping the gun this time. Don't know if they find it weird for me to walk around without a gun. We'll find out, I suppose. I'm also not quite sure if I should lay low for a minute up here. Because if they hear a gunshot and then see me jump down, that will be more suspicious by a country mile, so to speak. Bang! I missed, did I? I think I did. I was really good at hitting the driver. Actually, out of curiosity, am I quickly found out if I'm not carrying a gun? No, actually, that doesn't seem to bother people. Running does, though? The running is weird. It doesn't build your suspicion slowly, but if you do it in their area for a while, it bugs them. Nevertheless, at least walking without a weapon isn't suspicious. We know that, so I dropping the gun once we fire is a good idea. Seemed like a pretty fancy outfit we had for just being like a civilian outfit we picked up on the way in. Like it was all overdone with leather boots, like a shiny buckle around the sort of waist belt, whatever that's actually called. It's not a sash, but what do you call it when there's a belt that goes around? It's not like around your hips, but anyway, like it's up as far as like his center. I guess it's still a belt. Anyway, it's a nice looking outfit, considering it was just one we picked up on the way in. To be fair, he's always well dressed. I'm kind of assuming that I'd have an easier vantage if I stood at the edge of this building, but that I'd also be way easier to see. I think they did notice, someone actually legit saw me shooting the last time I fired, but I feel like one time we took a shot from up here and it wasn't that way. Although how many times did we take a shot from up here? No, I'm not sure, but anyway. Here comes another try at this. If I got the driver that easily, getting the actual target shouldn't be too hard. Maybe a little hard. Anyway, that time it seemed to take them a few seconds to notice where the shot had come from and then notice that I was up there. So maybe if I take the shot and then drop it, they won't see me up there as suspicious or something. I'm not sure. We'll try. We'll try things. Well, I mean, I certainly don't want to be walking around with the sniper after that fact, but I'm just saying for like that first few seconds after the first shot, I don't know if, even if I'm not holding the gun, if they see me standing up there having just shot, if it'll be obvious to them what happened. Actually, I don't even need to pick up the gun, because as we've said, they don't find me suspicious without one. They may be able to find the fallen gun on the ground. I don't think that's ever been a problem before, but it might be a thing. It said earlier that a guard found an M195, and granted that was a weird fluke because they walked into one of the guards for some reason walked into the enclosure where that gun is. But the existence of that message suggests that they can find it if you hide it in a bad way. You know, like you hide it poorly. So that suggests that they are capable of finding certain guns at the very least. I kind of imagine that it's more of a scripted thing of like, because this is a mission where they expect you to use the sniper and then drop it somewhere, they're scripted to be able to find it. I could be wrong, and we could be about to see that it says they found the AK on the ground, and that will make them suspicious. It's not the sense I got, though. I suppose it's kind of more sensible to let the motorcade draw closer on one hand, but, I'm not realistically, that would give you an easier shot, but for me and my skill level, somehow it feels harder when they're closer sometimes. I'm not sure. I'm a little surprised I haven't hit them once, to be honest. After a few more tries, I might try going from way out at the edge there, but it just doesn't seem like a good idea. It feels like I'm the most hidden here from prying eyes. On the one hand, it is neat and cool of them to scriptedly spawn the motorcade when you get into a position. It did make it a little hard to figure out at first, though, which is... well, never mind. More important things to do at the moment. Alright, so I'm not... does it... oh, it fires... okay, I think the scope is maybe not zeroed correctly. It seems like, not unlike the revolver, it fires a little above where your reticle is. If you can do this with a controller, you freaking rock. I can't even do it with a mouse. Oh, okay, yeah. If you get too close, they start, like, following you around because of your gun. Got it. So it was basically like I was saying, where at the distance where they'll recognize that you're not right if you're just wearing the outfit but don't have the sniper, that's the distance you don't want to be if you do have a sniper, because they'll just suddenly start following you around, and then there's no way to get out of that, really, because if you run, of course, that will alert them, and if you walk, they will outpace you. So it's not hard to get around people with the sniper, but you have to be wary that the second you step into that range, it's over. Yeah, that was part of it. This thing isn't zeroed correctly. It shoots above where you aim, not unlike the revolver, so... Now that I know that, that makes that a lot easier. Oh, hey! I walked right close to you when I really didn't mean to! It's fine, I got out of it pretty quick. And I left the gun up there after all, so who's gonna find that? Oh, they're all converging on this location, though, which makes it really hard to get by sightlines. Found dead body. Yes, they would, wouldn't they? Did I hit a UN person?
47.
No, I didn't. They killed a UN person, I guess, but that wasn't on me. That's fine. Wait, people are just shooting. Why? Are the UN people fighting the guards because the guard killed one of them? Well, I can't imagine how this has anything to do with me. I think I'll just leave. Fortunately, since most of them are headed to... Oh my god, there's like a full-on firefight going on. It's not a problem, really. Probably is fine. Guards have found a dead soldier, no kidding. I think I'll just go. I think I'll just go hasty and now. Oh, jeepers. So that was like 6 alerts, so I'm probably gonna have a really low stealth rating for this, but... There you go. My aggression was counted as crazy low also because I only took the 1 shot necessary. But indeed, it turned out that the scope was just zeroed a bit wrong, and it shoots a little above where the crosshair is, which is not. I was, if anything, correcting the other way. I was holding the crosshair a bit above them to expect it to drop a bit. Although I don't think there is drop in this game really, so I didn't need to do that anyway. But that combined with the fact that it was zeroed wrong really messed me up in a big way. To be fair, that could be due to the fact that I'm playing on 4K also. I'm not 100% certain that is the way the game is just designed. Although that has happened consistently with the revolver and the sniper now, so I'm a little curious just to know if maybe the reticle is just not 100% right. That went great. As far as I'm concerned, those 5 alerts were not my fault. Maybe one of them was. I'm pretty sure they brought the stealth down so much. I'm actually quite curious to know how the UN person died, because if it was me, it wouldn't have let me through. It would have said mission failed. Did they get hit by their own car? I don't know what happened, but all I know is someone started shooting, and then the guards and the UN people just started going at it, and they all died a bunch, so then there were a bunch of alerts that were basically not my fault. So I'm okay with this rating, in short. That was pretty fun! I like that mission. Considering how straightforward it technically was, once I understood everything, it took 2 hours. So I do feel that it was maybe another mission where some of the specifics could have been explained a little better. Like, it took me a long time to figure out, to even attempt a guard's outfit, which, to be fair, I probably could have tried it a little earlier, but still, they did make it sound like, in the briefing she says something about foreigners carrying big guns would not be appreciated. So to me, I took that to mean you'll be spotted immediately if you're carrying the sniper, and your disguise won't work at all. When in fact it was kind of the exact opposite. You should what that was meant to tell me was you should get a disguise and carry the big gun in plain sight, but just not too closely to people, which I only found that out by trial and error after that length of time. And some amount of that is good, but I don't know, there was just, considering the size of this map, there was just a lot of walking very slowly that probably could have been avoided, I think, if they had maybe given me some of those tips a little earlier on. Other than that, though, it's a nice, clean, simple objective with a nice, coolly designed map, save for the size being a bit big. Maybe bigger than it really needs to be. So I enjoyed that one. Next video on the channel is going to be some more Celeste EX playthrough. It might be a little on the shorter side because I think we're just doing the Reflection chapter, which has no strawberries. So we're just going to be gathering the cassette tape and the crystal heart. Only 2 collectibles. Can we do it in less than like 5 hours? I don't know. And next time here we'll be carrying on. I assume we have at least 1 and probably 2 more missions to do in this country, which I still don't think they actually told us what country we're in, do they? We're just somewhere in, like, the Middle East, maybe, question mark? Maybe they told me and I forgot. And so on that note, we'll be quite glad that we were able to keep 10 as anesthesia uses up to this point, because we'll have 15 in the next one yet again. So if at any point here it goes into a big sneak into this base with, like, 3 different disguises set up, we'll be totally set. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Starcraft is one single word, sorry. Nope, and wrong series. I doubt I'm gonna get this. Star Wars. Star Wars, Halo, Starcraft.